How are you doing? Here is Shy Bike. What you can see today in my studio is the brand new Shimano Derailleur XT MTB M-8000 Groupset. Well, complete without the hubs. Now, thanks to you guys watching my videos, I'm getting more and more stuff, at least to show you. I'm gonna have to send this back to the store, unfortunately, but at least I can tell you a lot of info about some details. You know I like details. So what I'm gonna do now in this episode, I'm gonna do the unboxing, focusing on explaining to you all these symbols that you can see on those boxes, because there are plenty of those and it takes time to find the information, the explanation on the internet. So we do the unboxing, some explanation, then there is the SLX M-8000 waiting on the floor in my studio. So we're gonna do unboxing of SLX, and then I'm gonna compare SLX to the XT, all right? I'm really enjoying what I have here, so let's just start with the largest box so that we'll have some more space here, and it's gonna be the crankset. Now, as you know, the XT is the second best group set of Shimano. The best one for mountain biking is the XTR. XT is the second one. You can use it for racing, no problem. It is high quality, well-made group set. Quite expensive, but still almost half the price of the Shimano XTR. So let's just see how the crankset looks like, and then I'm gonna explain to you some of the systems on this stuff. What you can see here is the triple crankset. So we have 3 chain rings. Really nice looking. I like the look of the XT. What comes in the box is also the right arm, obviously, and I did not get the bottom bracket. I don't know why. I thought the bottom bracket would be always part of this box, but there was no bottom bracket here. Anyway, this is the crankset and these are all the systems. So let me explain to you what we are being told here on the box. So XT, this is the FC, that means the crankset. M-8000, that's the group set, and it comes in 3 versions: 3x11, 2x11, 1x11. So we can have either 1, 2 or 3 chain rings on the crankset. It also comes in the M-8000B crankset version, which gives you plus 3 millimeters on the drive side, so it changes your chain line, right? And now some of the systems. So first off, you can see some infos here like AL, G, F, RP, FE, SF, RP, and so on. What it means. The first one shows us the largest sprocket, and it's ALGFRP. That means it's aluminum with glass fiber reinforced polymer. Then the mid one is the FE, that's the steel one, with CFRP, carbon fiber reinforced polymer. And the smallest one is the aluminum, okay? So you can see this is the aluminum. This is the steel one with the carbon fiber reinforced polymer. So it's not really fair to say it's carbon fiber. It is carbon fiber reinforced polymer of plastic. And finally, this one hollow here is the aluminum with glass fiber reinforced polymer. All right, so this is really good to know. And then we are also told what are the material used for the 2x1. So that will be alloy with carbon fiber reinforced polymer, and alloy, the small one. The triple one comes in 40, 30, 22 teeth chain rings. So you will know how large the chain rings are. And finally, the 1x11 can come, sorry, the 2x11 can come in 34, 24, 36, 26, and 38, 28 teeth. All right, and finally, there's also 1x11, and they don't tell us what options we have with the chain rings. Here we have the length of the crank arm. The marked one here is 175. So that's the length of from the center of the spindle to the center of our pedal spindle, and that's the standard one, 175 millimeters. Most of the guys would use this one for the MTB and 172.5 for road, like for Ultegra or Dura-Ace. I'm gonna try 172.5 or 170 for my mountain biking. And finally, some systems that all these options will share. That's the Dynasys 11. That means it is compatible with the narrow 11-speed chain. Then we have the Holotech 2. Holotech 2 means that we have a hollow crank arm, both left and right, and the spindle that is attached to the right crank arm. That's the Holotech 2 system. It is stiff, it is light, and easier for maintenance than the BB30. I would say a bit less stiff and a bit heavier, but quite easy. So I like it also. And then HG X11, that would be the system for really smooth shifting, both for chain rings and the chain. And you can use this one for 38 and 73 millimeters bottom bracket shells. Finally, you would use this one for XC cross country, TR trail, and AM all mountain. So that's our crankset. You know all the systems right now. It looks pretty nice. I do like the look of this one. So the largest chainring is also hollow, and the mix of different materials will make for quite a light stuff. I think they just forgot to put the bottom bracket inside. Now, the second thing is the pedals. I do love Shimano pedals. These are very good. These are never the lightest one, but quite light and durable. I like those. We have two different pedals from Shimano XT, and let's just look at those explanations. All right, here. So the difference between those two boxes is here on this illustration, and that means this model, which is the PD M-8020 versus PD M-8000, these M-8020 will have additional platforms. So we have more surface between the pedal, contact surface between the pedal and the shoe. If you're getting some numbness on your feet and it's not really comfortable for you, try larger platforms like PD M-8020. Okay, now some of the systems. Let's just explain those. So SPD, that's the system for just clicking in and clicking out. Finally, you have the adjustment of how hard or how soft the dismounting will be. Then it shows you that these have you can mount, you can click into the pedals from both sides, so double-sided, if you can say so. And then these are compatible with two different cleats. SM SH51, these are the standard ones with 4 degrees of play, if you will, and you can dismount only in one way. The other one, which is SM SH56, is for beginners, have 8 degrees of a play, and it will be easier to dismount for that one. Now you use 8mm Allen key for assembly, and the 8020 weigh 408 grams and 8000 weigh 343 grams. And also these are good for mud, so these will clean quite good. So 8020 will be used for enduro, trail, all mountain, the 8000 for cross country. I don't know why is it XC and XC, that's something I do not understand, but anyway, for cross country, and CX, that's the cyclocross. So let's look at those. I would like to have XTRs this season for my FSI. If I'm gonna build really light bike, I'm using those 520 so far, and I like those. Okay, so the difference between those models, you will see right away, is in the platform. Okay, So the technology is used for both the clipping in, clipping out is exactly the same spring, same system, but these will have much wider platform, thus giving us better support. So enduro riders would rather use these. Here is the Allen key hole for the Allen key, and I like those. These are quite slim. These are not too thick, but still XTRs will be thinner. Okay, and what comes with the pedals? That's the cleats. So this is what I was talking about. These cleats come with the pedals. You mount this on the shoes, and it's marked here that we have the SH51 model, which is not the one for the beginner cyclist. I mean, I was learning on these. You can use those as for your first SPD pedals, but there is also another version that makes clipping in and clipping out easier job. So these were the pedals. Now let's go to the brakes. These are our brakes, and plenty of different systems. Plenty of systems. So I'll try to talk really shortly here. We have the BL M-8000 L and R, so left and right. That's very easy. The caliper is the flat mount. You use mineral oil, which is thumbs up for Shimano. Really good, easy to use. i-spec 2, that's the way you will assemble shifter and the braking lever on the same band, which is really good, and also you will have some adjustment for position of your shifter, which is good. So i-spec 2, that's the way you assemble braking lever and shifting lever together. Servo wave action, that has something to do with the modulation, I believe. If I'm wrong, just correct me. You can adjust the distance between the handlebar and the lever. Then we have what's here. Yeah, we have the adjustment is by just barrel adjuster. These are compatible with this bleeding tool, so these will have some bleeding port, and it will be really easy to bleed those. Now the band fully open, so you don't have to just take off your grips and shifters if you have different shifters from your handlebars in order to put those on the bars. That's good. And you can operate with 2 fingers. Okay. Then here we have 3 different pads, the G02A and J02A. The G ones, that's the resin, and J, it's resin as well, but J1 have additional fin for just lowering the temperature. So there will be some radiator fin with J model. G model doesn't have it. And then we have J04C. This will be metallic with the fin. Now, ICE technologies, that means all of technologies used for lowering the temperature. You will get the disc rotors with 3 layers, steel, alloy steel. You will have radiators. You will have also the housing that will lower the temperature. So ICE technologies is really good for cooling down. Then one-way bleeding is easy operation. Then you have 2 pistons pressing against your pads, and that's the flat mount. And yeah, once more information is that you have metal, resin, and also pads with a fin. Let's open these. This will be for what? Okay, they also tell us the length of the housing, right? So once more here. Where was it? Yeah, that's here. So it's also marked how long the housing is, and the use cross-country trail all mountain. And that's what you get here. So these are ready to use, but you will probably gonna have to cut the housing so that you will have the proper length for your bike. If you are lucky and you don't have to do it, then it's ready to use. So the oil is there, you don't have to bleed these, everything is cool. So this is the clamp that fully opens, right? That's the clamp. Here is the adjustment, here is the barrel adjuster, and where is the port for bleeding? I guess this is the bleeding port, where you put this special tool for your bleeding. Really cool looking, short lever for 2 fingers, but you can also break just with 1 finger here, and it looks good. And what you get with this is there's some additional stuff. Here you have some bolts. You get the olive if you need to cut the housing, and this plug for your housing. So you essentially get everything you need in order to make those one work on your bike. But with the other brake also, with the rear one, I got this, which came only with 1 package. I don't know why. Maybe this should be here. Maybe I just messed it up. Okay, so we have the bolts, we have the olive, and this is really cool. This is the bleeding pad. You just slide it into between the pistons when you are bleeding the brake. So really helpful stuff. Cool looking, like it. We proceed to the next part, which will be the shifters. All right, so let's just open the shifters first, and then I'm gonna explain to you once more plenty of systems, and then I will also have question to you, because I don't understand one thing here. Okay, let's just look at this one here. All right, so this is the XT M-8000 shifter, working quite nice, like it. Okay, and now the systems. Maybe I'll just show you that we also get. Okay, let's just remove this. We also get the housing, and we get all the caps. So everything we need for this shifting system to work. And here are the systems. Okay, so we have the M-8000, which is these with this band here. There is also the M-8000i for the i-spec 2 system. So you don't have this band here. You put those on the levers together with the braking levers. So that would be the version for i-spec. Then this is the Dynasys 11, so 11 speed SIS Shimano index system. Index system, that's this. This is indexing. We can hear exactly when the derailleur changes position to the next gear. Then instant release. Instant release means that when we are releasing the cable, I'm gonna shift down first. Okay, it's just one-way operation. Like one move operation. You just press and the full length of the cable is already released, so you don't have to push and release. You simply push, or either push or pull, and the gear change is already made. So that's the instant release. It's only on the XTR and XT, also Alfini for the city. Then we have multi-release, and that's my question to you. Multi-release means that we can release, this is shifting up the cassette, this is shifting down the cassette, releasing the cable. And multi-release means that we can release more than one gear at once, but I cannot do this here. And I have these shifters on my FSI, and I'm releasing only one by one. So there's something I just don't understand here. So what do you think about it? Multi-release, how does it work with the XT? Because XTR, those do it. Two-way release, that means that this shifter that we operate with the second finger or the thumb as well, works both ways. Okay, so if I want to shift down the cassette, I can either push with my thumb or pull with my indexing finger. So that's really handy stuff. Then optical gear display. So these come with the optical gear display. It will show you on what gear you are. What's missing for me here is the numbers. If I was to use the gear display, I would love to have the numbers, and it will be readable, no problem. You can also remove the OGD if you don't want it. Then Rapid Fire Plus, that's for years already. We used to have rapid fires that we would use only the thumb for. Now we can operate those with the thumb and with the indexing system. That's the Rapid Fire Plus. Then this will come for 2x11 and 3x11. So the left shifter will work either with double chainring or triple chainring. That's the left one here, and mine is or these would work with both, because on XTRs that I had, it was possible to just change how the shifter would work. And here these are for, I think these are for double, but it should be okay. That's another thing I have to explain to myself first. But anyway, you can have 2x11, 3x11 system, and then you have this, which is the barrel adjuster. So you can do some adjustments for your gearing just on the fly with this barrel adjustment screw, which is really good. Then OTSP41, that's the housing that you get with it, and the housing is really smooth, really slick, and it comes with special lubricant. It will be silicone lubed inside already. Then OptiSlick, that's the coating of your on your cables for smooth shifting, and then use cross-country, trail, all mountain. So now we get all the systems, we know how they work and what they mean. Let's proceed to the rear derailleur. Okay, let's just look at it first. How do you look? How do you like the look of XT, the black one of the Groupset? I would say it's pretty cool. So this is the XT rear derailleur. All right, it doesn't feel like super light in my hand really, but it's quite cool. This is how it looks like. And now some of the systems. Okay, we have two versions, the SGS and GS. SGS has the long cage, so the distance between pulleys is longer. This one will have 47 teeth capacity. The short cage, the GS, will have 39 teeth capacity, so that's the difference. Then we have Dynasys 11, so 11 speed chain compatible. We have Shimano Shadow Plus system. That means Shimano Shadow, that means that it has a low profile, it has really strong springs, and it has this clutch that will stabilize the derailleur on the bumps even more. You can put it on and you put it off when you remove the wheel from your bike. Okay, and then it's the direct mount, so you will mount it with this bolt here. So additional part for a long time already, for a couple of years we have this. And then G and T, that's the guide pulley, the upper one, and the bottom one, the tension pulley. Both have bearings, so both work smooth. This is the G pulley guide, because it is guiding the chain through the cassette, and the T tension pulley, it puts tension on the chain. Both have bearings and not the bushings. So this is the rear derailleur, and let's look at the front one now. The front one is here. I forgot about, you know what, the cassettes. So I'm going to show you that later when comparing SLX to XT. This is the front derailleur, and especially with the front derailleurs, there's so many different mounting systems. We'll have the ones with the band, we'll have a direct mount, and also different ways of pulling those by the cable. So the systems here, I will explain to you all the ways of mounting and so, but the systems here is Dynasys 11, so 11 speed chain compatible, 3x11. This will go with triple chainring. We can also see that this is the side swing derailleur. So as you can see, the cable will come from the side, and also the spring is rotated by 90 degrees comparing to the previous models or other models. And then 66 to 69, that's the angle between the chain stays and the seat tube. So 66, 69, some say will be better for full suspension bikes, and 63 to 66 to hardtails, but there are plenty of guys who are riding these 66, 69 on the hardtails and say these are even better than 63, 66. But anyway, you know what that means. And then the use cross-country, trail and on mountain. So this was the front derailleur, and finally the chain. And the chain, surprisingly, is the same one for road and MTB use, and it's been for years like that. So this one is the CNHG 70111, 11 speed HGX11, oh, so many symbols, Ultegra or Diori XT. Some symbols. We have Sealtech coating on those pins for less friction, and you can use it for, as it's shown here, e-bike, mountain bike, road bike. One thing that the chain comes with, I'm going to show you, is the pin. And when you assemble the chain, you use this pin for assembling it, right? So when you break the chain in the future, in order to shorten it or add some links, you're gonna have to buy another pin to connect the chain, or you're gonna have to buy some quick link. Those chains don't have quick links. Shimano hasn't been using quick links for years, but this year I think they've come up also with some quick link, but still these chains come with the pin that you're gonna use. So once you break the pin, you do not reuse it, you have to buy a special connector. And that's it. All right. Now, these will stay with us for a week or so. So if you have any questions like assembling some distances between the chain rings and so on, and the chain line, and I can compare anything between XT and SLX, just let me know. Thanks so much for watching. I hope it was interesting, because I really enjoy it. And that's me. And very, very soon I'm gonna do same for the SLX M-8000, and then we're gonna compare two group sets. Thank you so much once more. See ya.